What's going on? What's going on? It's your host, Kel,
It's your other host, Johnny Boy.
and welcome back to another episode of the Crown School Podcast, man. How you doing? How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing all right, man. It was a good week of football again.
It
Great week.
was.
National championship, of course happened. So, we have no more college football until a couple of months.
So spring games. And even if they haven't those,
Man, them
man,
spring games be so trash.
I don't care that they trash, but it gives you something to look forward to. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but
you got the
now I don't think it don't be the best type of ball to be playing, in
it's
my
not
opinion.
supposed to be the best. It's the spring game. You don't want the teams to see what you trying to figure out anyway. It's to see what you have in your room as quarterbacks, receive. Like people leave, people come in, so it's just give a chance to see how these players look in my offense. That's honestly what it
I
feels like.
get it. I get it.
Like I don't
It
want it
don't
to be
still
the I
boring to
don't want
me.
it to be super exciting. I want to see, can you in this high intensity team perform. And obviously, you're gonna beat our guys. It don't matter until you get in front of the other team. But until you get to that point, like I just need to see that I made a good investment, right? Because now we paying players,
Mm-hmm.
so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I. That's neither here nor
I mean,
there.
the spring game really not gonna give you no if I made a good investment vibe though.
I mean, you won't know that in the spring game, but it's, can the team mold around that player, right? Can he fit in
Yeah.
with what I'm trying to accomplish with what Coach Signetti went and did? I went and got guys that can fit into my coaching scheme, and I want to see if they fit it. Because in the spring, you can see a lot of stuff happening where, all right, bet I'm picking up on patterns that these guys, yeah, he ain't bought in. All right, bet I know how to move forward. So that's just, I'm not too big on it. Like I'm not trying to harp on it, but you know what I mean, like the spring game is where you see a lot of these new guys. The freshmen just got on campus not too long ago, like last week, I believe. So now it gives them a chance to get caught up to college speed and seeing if they can actually like keep up. You know what I mean? So the coach will have an idea of what he
Mhm.
needs to prepare for the summer. So that's just what I mean.
Well, I
Man,
mean, yeah. Yeah.
but 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 as college season ended, that natty game though, talk to me. How you feeling?
So I'm not gonna lie to y'all boys. We seen the first half. I I was tired. I fell asleep after the second game. I mean, after the second half, I went to bed. But the first half was of course, it was back and forth. It wasn't many points being scored. Uh, Miami couldn't get the ball moving. Indiana, I mean, they could, but a little bit. So I mean, it was really just a punching, feeling each other out in the first half. But everything took off in the second half as far as a little points being scored, big plays being made. Like I seen the highlights of the second half, so I ain't
Yeah.
gonna say I ain't see that.
No, no,
But
no.
it was a really good game. Fletcher did what, of course, I knew he was gonna do. Uh, of course, he didn't play. He didn't play his worst game, but of course, that last pick, everybody gonna remember him because of that last pick. So, I mean, yeah.
I heard that.
Mendoza, hold on. Mendoza, he played game manager football. He he didn't throw a pick. He really didn't put the ball in harm's way for real. From what I seen, he made great plays. In the last bit of the game, as far as, of course, that touchdown run and a couple of throws that he made on fourth down and third down. But other than that, the running backs did pretty well too. So it was a great game, great national championship game.
Nah, yeah, I enjoyed it. I watched all the way through. I ain't go to bed. I'm a football junkie, so I'm gonna sit up. I don't care what they got. Minus the 49ers Seahawks game. I sit up and watch games all the way through, you know what I mean? But I think you called it spot on. You said Miami wasn't gonna be able to really handle the run game, so I was gonna see like how that played out, and it did hurt Miami a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, that D line was getting active. They was stopping them big time in the backfield, a few plays that mattered.
Hmm.
I think that first half, like just Miami not being able to do anything in those early drives, going into the halftime, being down 10-0, that's one of those things where it's like, is this really what it's gonna be? But then, like coming out in the second half, that big run by Fletcher was a big, like it was a momentum shifter. It was a pivotal moment where it's like, all right, Miami see they can fight and they can battle in this game. Um,
Right.
I feel like I called it. I said number 7 for Miami was gonna have a bigger game, and he stepped up. They found, like, Carson Beck found him when it mattered most. The interception at the end of the game, it sucked. But again, I say I feel like not to be entitled, but as fans, we deserve a good game. You know what I mean? And they gave us one. I believe. I believe that last drive, the coaching, like the play calling itself, was rushed. I felt like also Carson Beck made an ill-advised throw because, I mean, they were working their way downfield. Like, if they kept doing the same thing, these little mid-range throws, like doing what you like to get open, like how they ended up closing out the Ole Miss game. I think if they continued to do that, they would have put themselves back in position of winning, but got greedy, took a shot. It wasn't even there was one receiver to that side, so you saw the corner playing trail technique. Safety had help over the top, so it was one of them like I can play trail because it's two of us versus one of him, right? And they were
Mhm.
disciplined enough to make the play on the ball. I told you Malachi Tony was gonna have a good game. That boy, it started out slow, obviously, but once they all got settled in and the momentum like settled down, as far as like Indiana's defense wasn't just like on them the way it was in the first half, it became the game that everyone anticipated or wanted to see between these two teams. I I don't know. Shanahan was with Indiana, the offensive coordinator for Indiana. His name was Mike Shanahan. I was there. I was like, that. Yeah, I said, is he the coach's son? But then it would have been Junior if it was. But he
Yeah.
called up a good offensive scheme against Miami's defense. I think that secondary, you hit on it, like injuries and whatnot. I think they played a little more timid because Jacoby Thomas has been great all season long. And I felt like he wasn't coming downhill the way he had been all season long. I felt like he wasn't in those moments where he's supposed to have been like a ball hawk. Like it was like that, oh, they coming at us. So it felt like they was worn down a little bit and they didn't have that intensity. And then at one point, Becker versus number 24, O'Connor,
Hey,
man, he started tearing him up. Play
I
after play.
seen
Come here.
I seen so many
Get
memes
to me.
about that Joker.
Man, he's like, hey, one of the guys I played ball with back home, like we played in different schools, but we came up together. He was like, "That ain't go Connor. You just go keep on letting him take that back shoulder off, huh? You just go keep on letting him." I was like, "Hey, what can you do? Because if you aggressive, it's gonna be a PI call, right? But also, it's like
Yeah.
they're gonna do it. And then I think he jacked the game, and not it ain't on him, but he could have shifted the momentum entirely. He broke on like he sat soft coverage like 8 to 9 yards. He did a half of a back pedal and then came down here instantly. Mendoza saw it, like he saw the soft coverage, thought it was gonna be like a get out of there. He came down here and he poked the ball away. He got there in enough time that he could have picked it. It could have been a pick six. Could have been a 60
Mhm.
yard pick six, you know what I mean? And that would have shifted the momentum in the game, but didn't capitalize on it. So it is what it is. I can't false him forward. Like the game played out the way it played out. So I mean, I was excited. I was standing in front of the TV like game on the line. I text you, it's for all the marbles, and that's what he did. So like, I think it's gonna hurt him. Right when he threw it, I said, y'all, that's why Mel Kiper has as a day two, day three quarterback, I guess, because big
Mhm.
moments, you got to be smart, you got to take care of the ball, and then that big moment he did. It sucked, but I mean, ultimately, like I said, it was a good game. It changes the landscape of what college football will look like now, as far as how coaches recruit players, what the transfer portal, like how that's going to be impacted. I think, yeah, paying money for players obviously is like that's what's happening, but ultimately, I think they're going to say, "Hey, we don't need 5 stars. We just need guys that's going to buy into the program, old enough to understand my schemes, and let's go that route."
Mhm.
Because of that, I want to ask you, how do you feel considering you're in the recruitment cycle right now?
Yeah.
But how does that affect like high school athletes now, knowing that they're not going to be looking for these guys that who are like obviously they need like everyone trying to make it to the league. It ain't like I'm going to play like a lot of guys play ball because they love the game, but we know this is a way out for a lot of guys in certain situations. So how does this affect like recruiting when it comes to like high school athletes? Because I remember you said y'all landed a big recruit for y'all last week. It's just one of those things where I know we see the landscape changing. We ain't going to get high school. We're going to get guys that have experience that might have got overlooked before. What? How does this change? How does this shift now?
So with that, I think for the high school kid, I think it's worse when it comes to the P4 level, but it's better for the smaller schools, like, as far as having a pitch when it comes to, like, playing, because of course, when you in the transfer portal, you obviously want, like, players who probably play big to come down or guys who played down to come up as far as, like, D2, D3. So well, I think it was 10,000 players this year in the transfer portal,
Like you said, it was what,
and
31% of college football?
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
big number.
Yeah, so thinking about that, like, we as the college, we want to, get those guys because, of course, they have more experience and, like we said, they know the game now. And, those high school athletes don't know the game as much as those college players who already played. So that will automatically put them on the back burner as far as going to a bigger school or just college in general, because that that hurts. It hurts college high school kids, but uh either way, you still it's not like the end all for high school recruits. You just got to work harder, and you probably won't sometime like some of these kids won't get that big splash offer. But
Mhm.
I mean, there's also, like we said, D3, there's D2, there's of course smaller D1s, and then you have the FCS level. So if that's your goal to play D1 or P4, then sometimes you just got to start low because of course the transfer portal, that mug either it'll eat you alive or you might could be able to thrive in that mug. So
So then does it mean, like, looking at it, does like, obviously, we got JUCO level, right? But now because we got
and JUCO.
P4s, do we look at the group of 5 as, like, this is a D1 version of JUCO ball where I'm just going to this program so I can build up film, build up my stats, so that way those P4 schools will be like, "Hey, I want him," like the guy D'Angelo Pond. They say he was at JMU, didn't really have many offers. Signetti, when he got him, he showed up big in championship, you know what I mean, or showed up big all season.
Mhm.
He's a top 5 corner on the board this year.
Yeah. So another thing that kind of sucks for just everybody in general is that a lot of schools probably will over recruit because I think the total is 85 now. But since you got high schoolers coming in the summer, and also of course your transfer portal guys, people got to get cut. So uh as a high schooler, getting cut from a team might be like, well, as a person in general, being on
Yeah,
a team getting cut is probably something that they wouldn't want to experience. But now that's a real thing that's going to start happening now in college football, that you're really finna start getting cut because of your, like, people been getting cut, but it's gonna be more often
I heard that. I heard that.
now.
I seen a guy. It was a linebacker at Kansas State or KSU. Yeah, he got cut. Like new coach came
Yeah.
in, cut him off the rip. Like didn't even like he was a freshman, had been there for a year, no playing time obviously, but he got cut. They making way for players. Texas cut a receiver to make way for Cam Coleman. Like it sucks. It sucks, but at the same time, it's the name of the game in the climate that we in now. So I heard that.
Mhm.
So then I guess what what would you advise, I guess, in that situation for like up and like those guys that are coming from like if they're not 5 stars, like now, like I mean, they're not gonna get away from recruiting 5 stars. Like that's we
Right. Of
like we
course.
kill that
Yeah.
energy. But for the guys that
Mhm.
ain't the 5 star, 4 stars, like we got 3 stars or guys that's not even rated, that's trying to go to play ball, that would be a walk on somewhere. Like I guess how would you advise them about going about the process now, considering what the landscape look like?
So when we talking about, like, probably 3-star and under,
3 star and under.
uh, I would my best advice would be, like, if you are getting recruited, uh, go where you're really, really wanted. Don't go somewhere because of, like, the NIL money is bigger or you'll get paid more, because eventually that might mess you up, and you might have, like, no film or nothing to go higher or even just play on the team that you're already on. So
Mhm.
I would just, of course, just, keep grinding and go where the team actually wants you.
I heard that. I had a
Yeah.
conversation. I had a conversation a few years back talking to one of my younger brothers. And I was telling them how you got guys that sit in a room, which I'm not opposed to transferring out. You know what I mean? But I grew up in a climate where I was a freshman sitting behind these many receivers in front of me, and then I had to wait my turn. But by your junior year, you sat behind these guys for so long in high school. Now you understand the school or the way the coaches. And I was fortunate enough to not go through a coaching change. Right, I had the same coach all the same coaches all 4 years of high school. I lost our DB coach my first year of college ball. He got a job at a D2 from D3. So like that hurt a little bit, but like I only went through like a one or two coaching changes like in my entire experience playing ball. But like I was fortunate enough to like have been in a program where I was able to work my way up and I saw how the program developed or how the guys in front of me worked to that point. So I was able to develop and get once it was my time, hey, you gotta show up. Cause if you don't, next person up, right? So
Mhm.
when it in that you're saying essentially go where you're wanted because at that school, I was the conversation was you got four guys in a room, right? So we can use Alabama. When they had Ruggs, Judy, uh, Waddle, and um Devontae Smith. In that they got your true one, you got your X, you got your Z, you got your slot. But then that slot, he barely getting used. So my X got 75 catches. My Z got 52 catches, and then my slot he has 21 catches, but it's 1,000 yards, 750 yards, and then 300 yards right here. Well, that slot
Mhm.
could have been a true number one at this school, but he chose to go to this big school because hey, everyone goes to this school, or now because NIL, right? They paying money, so I'm gonna go there. Or go where you want it. They can literally build an offense around you where you can excel. You can be the number one receiver in the nation at a school that most people wouldn't even look at, you know what I mean? Then they'll come get you
Right.
afterwards. You know, so I heard that. I heard
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. Also, of course, when you in college, when you put up numbers anywhere, they'll find you.
Mhm.
They'll find you.
I hear that.
Sometimes, I mean, like sometimes, you might just get a camp invite or a late round pick, depending on what division you win, but you will be fine.
I hear that. So then now that makes three in a row for the Big Ten, right? You had Michigan, Ohio State, now Indiana. So now we
Mhm.
see NIL, we see transfer portal, we see how it's playing out. They say, hey, once you get whoa, whoa, whoa. I like that. Hey, got scared for a second. Wait, come back, camera. Fix me up now. But so essentially, there's been three national championships back to back coming out of the Big Ten. They said, oh, once you get paid the players now, it ain't SEC ain't all that. But we know that ain't the case. I feel like it's in a cycle of okay, it was that stretch where SEC has been winning it, and then we got the Big Ten winning it the first year of the college football playoff, and then it went
Mhm.
ACC, SEC, ACC, SEC, like a back and forth situation. So then how do you think we're at a point where I bet Big Ten is going to stay up here for a couple more years, or do we see it falling off to another ACC school going to get their chance, or is it coming back to the SEC next year? Like, what do you like? Where do you see it going? Like in this next, not a team, but which
Yeah.
conference do you think is
No.
going to bring
Yeah.
it back like the next
Yeah.
year?
I got you. Mm, I don't necessarily know what. What. Um. Like I want to say SEC, but I
I
mean,
want
I
to in my
don't. I
heart
don't.
as well, but also like,
But yeah, like it's really right now it's really Big Ten versus SEC if we really keeping it a stack. Big 12, yeah, of course they be having that one team, but you can see what Oregon did to them. Uh, and the uh ACC is like probably super top heavy, and they only had what one team that I really thought could win it, and of course it was Miami. Uh, but if we talking about the conference, I really just think as probably for the next couple of years, it's probably gonna be Big Ten versus SEC,
okay, I hear that.
unless we got a Notre Dame or a Miami again.
Mm.
But other than that, I don't.
I think honestly, I wouldn't sleep on the Big 12. Right? Last year, Arizona State got put out by Texas. But they've been creeping up this year. Texas Tech, they got put out by Oregon. Like they've been putting a team in that can compete. It's just they're missing a piece, right? They're missing certain things. This season, Texas Tech quarterback failed them. Texas Tech quarterback failed them. That defense was elite. They should have advanced. They should have beat Oregon. But the quarterback kept the defense played great. The quarterback just wasn't living up to it. So I think you can't
Yeah.
really count them out. I think with Cam Scatterbo and them, I think that game they technically got robbed. Like I felt like they were a better team than Texas, but a couple calls didn't go their way. You know what I mean, you can't dwell on the past. It is what it is. But it was one of those where I think they put a good foot forward, right? And so now I think I'm I'm gonna say the SEC. I don't think unless the Duke quarterback, Miami just got the Duke quarterback. So if he come
Mhm.
in and they got like if Malachi Tony and his receiving group or the next group of receivers they bring in can repeat what they're doing, they can make a good case for themselves. I think the SEC can bring it back. I like a lot of moves that's happening in the SEC. I think Ole Miss has the potential to run it back and make some noise now with the coach, with having their running back. If they land him a big quarterback, because I'm not sure how
I think
this
they got somebody.
who they grab. Oh, they did get it.
Deuce Knight.
Yeah. Okay, bet. So yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I like Auburn's moves, what they did. They brought in the whole USF practically, you know what I mean? So like it's one of the
Yeah.
coach came, he brought his team with him. So I like how they look. I'm still waiting to see like what LSU gonna look like. I like the moves that we made at Tennessee, not trying to put us in a conversation of a championship, but I definitely see us coming back to the playoffs next season. We got it
Mhm.
just depends on who's our quarterback and if they can handle it. Because we went and got one of the key linebackers from Michigan. When they got the number one edge rusher in the portal from Penn State. When they got one of their linebackers. When they got one of their safeties, their defensive coordinator. When they
You said
got
from Penn State?
from Penn State.
God dog.
Yeah, the strength and conditioning coach from Indiana. We just signed him, paid him
Mhm.
1.2 or 1.3. You know what I mean? Like, so we made moves. We retained our star linebacker in the middle. He's coming back. I think like we gonna be able to compete defensively, which is like the Big Ten has brought home three of them. We just went and got a Big
Yeah.
Ten defense essentially. We also got the linebacker from Michigan. His brother committed as well to Tennessee, so we went and got some Big Ten pieces to compete up with, keep up with them. So I'm excited about that. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
put my cards on the SEC, saying that somebody from the SEC will bring it back next year.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible, shoot, but
I
I
just
don't
don't
know.
know who, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna count. I can see the ACC just because of how the season played out. But
Mhm.
I want to put my cards in the SEC. I'm just the SEC loyalist, and that's just the honest truth. And
Uh, if I had to pick like 3 to 4 teams from the SEC to probably make it, of course, my 1 would probably be Texas right now,
mhm,
because of how they finished the season. My 2,
the weapons they added as
uh,
well.
yeah, my 2 would probably be, LSU. Uh, I like how they just freaking they dang near got everybody. Nah, they ain't dang near get
Minus
everybody, but they got
minus Brian Kelly. Each coach that comes into LSU within their first couple of years has won it. Ed O, Les Miles when he got there. Nick Saban got him
mhm,
one. Hey, Lane, it could be his turn, but
it could. Yo, well, of course they number 1 right now in the transfer portal. He got quite a bit of people from Ole Miss, which I knew that was gonna happen.
it was going.
Uh, yeah. Um, who would be my 3? Probably Georgia, cause
You a fan?
nah, not really.
You a
They
fan?
made some good moves too, and then no, they got their starting quarterback back too. So it's hard to count somebody out when they had a starting quarterback come back. And Gunner played pretty well, so I
I ain't
don't
gonna
want to
knock that.
just count him out. Uh, I don't know about Tennessee either. I don't really know
Hey,
about the
I
rest
said we're
of.
gonna make the playoffs.
I
I
don't.
ain't talking about no
No, yeah,
championship
that's
now. All
cool.
right.
I mean, if y'all make the playoff, then that means y'all got a chance to make the championship. So,
Yeah, no.
uh,
Again, it depends on our quarterback. That's the only reason why I'm sitting like hesitant about it.
mm-hmm.
But
Who else would I? I think those would be my top 3. I can't.
I can't argue with
I'm not.
that. I can't argue with
Yeah,
that at all. Like I honestly, and Texas got to come to Tennessee this year too, so I'm excited about that matchup because
yeah.
UT versus UT, and we the real UT, that real orange. You know what I mean? But but moving on. Yeah, so we're talking about the let's switch over to the NFL. Um, there was a big, big firing with Coach Sean McDermott. Bills missed the playoffs again, so I missed the Super Bowl again. So like in this climate of what have you done for me lately, it's one of those situations where we just saw Coach John Harbaugh got fired, Mike Tomlin stepped down. Like so it was hey, Josh Allen, if y'all don't get past his round, we knew the coach was like on borrowed time essentially. How do you feel about that?
Uh, with a coach like him being fired, I don't like it. I ain't gonna lie.
Why not?
Uh, I think he's a really, really good coach, and I just don't think him being fired will be able to change anything, to in my opinion, as far as getting him over the next step. Sean McDermott, he's a ex Panthers defensive coordinator, so
Think
hopefully
he'll come back?
RDC, if RDC leaves, then I would want him to, but I mean it's a lot of openings, and he's a really good coach, and people really should be licking their chops trying to get him, in my opinion,
I think they are. I think
because
they are.
yeah,
The
because
moment he got fired, it's like, oh, we got a chance. You know what I mean?
right,
So
and then you gotta just think about like when he got fired, all of the players who was behind him after he got fired. I mean, I feel like that says a lot, in my opinion.
yeah. I think
So
I think it was a scapegoat situation, honestly. Cause like
I do too.
it's Josh Allen has been great in the postseason, but this year, terrible. That game,
Awful.
terrible. You know what I mean? It's been too
Yeah.
many
4
times this
turnovers?
season, four turnovers on him alone. Cause they also had another one with
Mhm.
James Cook fumble. But I think it was going into the playoffs. Josh Allen missed a 2-point conversion where he rushed to throw and threw it short and like away from a wide open receiver. Um, in this game or the last game, he's been careless with the ball with like as you're scrambling. Bro, you know you gotta protect the ball. Cam said it best.
Mhm.
Your defense got you a turnover, and then 2 plays later, you get a ball right back. That's not a good look. Your coach coaching for his life. This is exact opposite of Brian Daboll in New York, right? Your job on the line, you putting all your chips and all your marbles on a rookie quarterback who's been in concussion protocol over and over and over. Josh Allen, your coach's job on the line, and you still like you got the quarterbacks that put you out or that you have to worry about ain't in here, and you jacking the game.
Mhm.
You got your coach
Yeah.
fired. You know what I mean? So it's one of those situations where it sucks. I hope he does land like the job that's best for him. I don't think he's going to be a DC. I think he's going to get a head coaching job somewhere because first of all, I think his record was like 98-50. And though, and the time that he was with them, it's just they ain't getting to the Super Bowl. And this again is in the "What have you done for me lately?" Like conversation.
Mhm.
That's why it is. But ultimately, I think just listening to like people talk around the league, Stephen A, he's livid about it because they said Brandon Bean, he get promoted to the president of player operations, but you didn't make no moves to help him out and give Josh Allen the pieces he needed to like move forward. As a GM, you had an opportunity to get Jalen Waddle and you pass on it because you want to retain a 2027 first round draft pick. Like
Right.
Buddy gon' if you trade for him, y'all ain't getting no first round draft pick anyway because y'all could have possibly went to the Super Bowl. It's
Mhm.
just that simple. So like the trade off is you get a late first round draft pick anyway because y'all made it to the playoffs. You ain't getting one of them that matter. Get that junk away.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I mean, I feel like they still had the team. They had the team good enough to go all the way,
Sure.
but
But I mean,
you
like
can't
the gamble
you
on
can't win a
drafting
game
Keon
before.
Coleman, I was so mad watching that game. I said, he a punch shaving. We ain't gonna finish. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That was a touchdown and you drop it. And then
Yeah.
now you score the next one where you got to fight for it and die for a touchdown. Tell me that ain't the definition. I mean, obviously, I'm not accusing him of punch shaving per se, but you got to make the plays when they matter. You had an opportunity to like really like change the momentum of the game, and you let your quarterback down, you let your coach down. Then you try to make up for it on the back end. You missed the opportunity when we needed it the most. It hurt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to say he missed his opportunity because what when he scored, what was the score? I mean, they almost. I mean,
I think when
that
he
was a good.
scored, they like if he would have scored the first time, they wouldn't have been trailing by 13.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that touchdown Potentially, they not even in overtime, considering how the rest of the game they had to play from behind, tie the game up to like get to the point that they're going in overtime. But that
Yeah.
touchdown
Yeah, it
is
was just
7 points that would have been on the
oh,
board. That would have
yeah, it
been
was just too many factors that came into them losing. Like
yeah.
5 turnovers. You can't win a game with 5 turnovers
You can't.
and 4 coming from your quarterback.
Some people have, but that because their defense is
Yeah, yeah, for
legit.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
That was a couple years ago. It was Jared Goff, 5 turnovers. Defense
Mhm.
still got to win for him, so it's possible.
Yeah.
But in a game
Yeah,
like
it
this
is.
against the number 2 defense in the league, like whatever their defense, you can't do that against
Mhm.
them.
It ain't likely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But so what does this look like for the team moving forward though? Then like they don't got Sean McDermott, so who do they go after as a coach? How do you think they like? It's not. It has to be someone that's gonna hold Josh Allen accountable. You know what I mean? But also like it's gonna
Mhm.
like hear me out. I go get Brian Flores. Why? He held Tua accountable. Granted, he got fired, but he will hold Tua accountable. Tua didn't like being talked to the way he was getting talked to. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, hey, you suck. You're not playing good right now, and that's needed because everyone they shield Josh Allen from the criticism. Oh, it's his team. It's his team. It's his team. But bro, you the quarterback.
They sure do. Yeah, that old lineman should have picked up that fumble. I ain't hear that mess. He should have phoned it the first time, bro.
Oh, come on, man. Like
Fuck
linemen
out
are
here,
taught to
bro.
dive on the ball, and if that ball rolling, they gonna miss. Skill players, they catch it off the
Yeah.
bounce and keep it pimping. So it's just one of those.
Man, that ain't their job.
It ain't. They
They
supposed to be
job to block.
blocking. Yeah. Now if we
Not
winning,
dive on no fumbles.
I
Hey.
might toss you the rock or let you run one on them in. But their job is
Yeah.
primarily to block, protect the ball.
Mhm.
Everybody. Well, I say if everyone do their part, you can win. If
Right.
everyone buy in and do their part, don't try to do too much. You can win. And Josh Allen let that Superman logo go to his chest. They think he really
Mhm.
Superman.
Right.
Man,
Yeah.
I think yeah, I don't know. I think they go get a coach that obviously defensive minded again, but he picks a good offense coordinator that's going like that works with Josh Allen, but also like I need you to be the best version of you, but I don't need you to win the game for us. I need you to do your part. You're a game changer. You're a game manager. You're a playmaker. But we don't need that if we got weapons around you. Just do your part. Calm down, slow the game down a little bit, and let it happen. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I don't know. I say Brian Flores as a joke, not trying to like joke or make light of it, but I mean, a coach that's gonna tell you what it is. That's literally why he got up out of Miami because Tua didn't like the way he was talking to him. That
Yeah.
we paid the quarterback. We ain't paid the coach that much.
Yeah. I don't know who them jokes should get, to be honest. Uh, I know they need somebody who gonna win that locker room early.
Super
Cause
early.
yeah,
Because if
them
not,
players.
and don't go get no
Oh,
losing. Don't go get no losing coach either. When I say losing coach, I mean if they got a losing record in the last 2-3 years, they don't deserve to be a head coach at the next team. Because we
Mhm.
want progress. We don't. Our coach just left with a winning percentage, winning record, and we fired him because he couldn't get us to the Super Bowl. So if we go get somebody that was a losing record, that shows me you ain't trying to win nothing. It shows me Sean McDermott was a scapegoat. That's all that comes out to if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I think they need to get someone pretty quickly, but not that quickly. But some of them players probably want to leave now.
Yeah. I mean, and I wouldn't be surprised if wherever he land a job, you see a couple of players get acquired by the team that he's at, the ones that want out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's
Mhm.
one of those situations where it's similar to what's happening in college. My coach gone, I'm gone. So,
Right.
um,
Uh-huh.
but on the
Take
other
me
side,
with ya.
hey, he don't leave me. Hey, chasing after the bus, come back. Nah, but okay. So on the other side of it, I'm a big Titans fan. As I said before, we hired Rob Saleh, a defensive head coach. What did I say a few episodes ago? I said we need a defensive identity that's gonna get our team right because our defense has been abysmal. We ain't stopping nobody. Our secondary has been garbage, and we got a great D line. Big Jeff rating out top 2, top 3 in all the categories that matter for defensive tackles. And for me, that's big because he could have easily bounced considering what's going on. But he's showing how he said it in the media that he wants to be here. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna right the ship, right? So we got a defensive minded head coach. Now we can build on that, solidify our defense, go get a true receiver for Cam to help him have some security, to help him ease into his stuff. We build a line that's going to protect him. All right, if our defense is solid, we're not letting people score on us, we getting turnovers, that gives him more opportunities to figure it out and process. And as we seen on the back end, it started processing a little bit faster. It started clicking for him. We started averaging, I believe, 23 to 26 points a game on the back end of the season, still losing, but we was at first averaging 13 to 15 points in the first half of the season, and to make a 10 to 12-point jump, I think that's a big deal. So if we get the right pieces around him to block, get a true number one receiver, we're gonna find us some defensive pieces in the draft. We got, like I said Gray. He's a big time like rookie linebacker. I believe he's a rookie. He might be a second year linebacker. Our defensive line, we got Arden Key still. We got Tabondre Sweat. We got Jeffrey Simmons. We got if we go get an edge rush, possibly Ruben Bain from Miami. That'd be a solid front fold that we could test some stuff up, and then we just plug and play pieces as our vets on the linebacker core. Go get us a young DB in the draft. Get us a vet DB. I seen a post. I'm not against it, but I'm also not for it. A possibility of them trying to bring Kevin Bayer back. Let him retire. I get it. The possibility of him coming back to Tennessee, retiring as a Titan, cool. But we trying to go places. We trying to get us a ring.
Yeah.
So like, let
Uh-huh.
him go do what he do. Let's get us a safety that's gonna breathe some new life into this defense. Somebody that's gonna, you know what I
Right.
mean. So like, I'm excited though. I like Rob Saleh. I like his defensive schemes. I like the way he thinks. I like what he was able to do with a broken defense this year. He ain't had Fred Warner.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't had he ain't had Nick Bosa. Back end of the season, D Winter got hurt, and they still was able. You know what I mean? Like they was limping through the playoffs. They was able to like show that they was one of them teams, and the fact that like it might have been politics, it might have been Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what it was. New York is a bad organization. He was scapegoated there. You know what
Nah,
I
yeah.
mean? So like I
Mm-hmm. Yes,
like that because when we first got Mike Vrabel, defensive minded coach, what happened? Coach of the year. Our defense was legit. We turnovers every game, sacking everybody up. You know what I mean? We had under him, I believe our best season with Mike Vrabel was when we took the number one seed. We beat 6 playoff teams in a row. We had a safety that had 11 or 12 interceptions. It was 8. My bad. I said 11 or 12. 8 interceptions. We had 2 guys on the defensive line or edge that had 12 to 13 sacks in that season, just like how aggressive they were. And we always found a way to like grit it out and get those nasty end of the game wins. So I think with him, I don't know how do we got to find us an offensive coordinator that's going to get us right. And so
mm-hmm.
who would you think would be a good coordinator to put with Cam Ward to take the reins of this offense to like, all right, we got a good defensive line coach. We got a solid defense we can build on. We need pieces that's going to eventually help us grow. What do you think we go with that one? Or not that you really care, but like who do you think we should go after?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what like OCs are available right now and who like want to be an OC for a team, so I really can't tell you.
Mm.
But of course you would want a OC that know how to use Cam Ward's strengths and amplify them to the max. So you can, be able to get of course to the goal, the playoffs and of course eventually the Super Bowls. Yeah, get a quarterback who I'm not get a quarterback, get a coordinator who know how to do that.
I hear that. I think I'm if Cliff Kingsbury doesn't land a head coaching job, I think he'd be a good fit. If Clint Kubiak doesn't get one, I think he'd be a good fit. Who's one more? I seen Mike McDaniels might be signing with the Chargers, so that hurt me too because there was a possibility of
Yeah.
getting him with
He
Cam.
did.
Okay, yeah, the idea of him with
Yeah.
Cam Ward would have been nice too, but so like, yeah, I don't know. I hope we make a smart decision, getting an OC that's gonna be able to connect with our offense, bring life into our offense, and bring the best out of our young quarterback. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we do.
Who by sure wanted Mike McDaniel, boy. That joker went to the Chargers. That's a good pickup too, boy.
It is. I think it's just that organization didn't. I mean, it is a
They was
lot.
banged up too.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, they was banged up a lot too.
But I don't want to get too distracted. I want to talk about the playoff picture obviously a little bit briefly before we get into what we really want to do. This weekend we got two really good games, two good AFC playoff picture, NFC playoff picture matchups where it's the NFC West, and then we got a rematch of 2016's AFC playoff picture in the Patriots and Broncos. Where you want to start first?
Mhm. Let's go, Patriots, Broncos.
Okay, great. I feel like it's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. It's an easy one to talk about. I've been seeing so much about let's treat it like it's 2016 again because Peyton Manning got hurt, Brock Osweiler took over, that whole shebang. I'm gonna tell you right now, Jared Stidham ain't no Brock Osweiler. I honestly believe that I want the Patriots in this matchup. I think the Patriots will win. Why? Because even though they might not have film on Jared Stidham of recent years, they drafted him. There's people in the front office, in the organization still that know his tendencies that was there when he was drafted. So it's one of those like I feel like they can, you know what I mean, like get to him. It's just, and both teams have good defenses. I think the Patriots offense is going to be more cohesive. It's going to flow more uh smoothly than what will happen in Denver. Granted, they do got to go to Denver. I don't, yeah, I'm rocking with the Patriots. I mean, they showed us what they could do against Houston's defense. I understand, and that was even with turnovers because Drake May fumbled twice. He
Mhm.
threw one pick at half on a Hail Mary throw. I mean, so like there's three turnovers, but their defense was every bit as good. I don't think Pat Surtain and Riley Moss will be enough to stop that receiver group. I said it last week against the Texans. I didn't think it was gonna be enough. I didn't know all three receivers for the Patriots scored a touchdown. All three receivers scored. Diggs,
Yeah.
Douglas, and Butte.
Mhm.
So like I like the Patriots in that. What you think?
Uh, I think Imma pick Patriots. I would've picked Broncos if Bo was playing. I'm not finna man, like you said, this not Brock Osweiler, this is not Nick Foles. Uh,
He ain't took
so
a
I
snap,
don't
man. He ain't
exactly,
took a
and
snap
his
in 3
career
years, I believe.
his first yeah, his last throw, I think, was in 2023, and his career record starting as a quarterback was, like, 1 and 4. I mean, if he somehow decides to turn into the next Nick Foles, then so be it, but, is it gonna happen? Probably not. Home field advantage might help him out a little bit, but I don't think, I don't think the Broncos get over the Patriots here,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. I think, yeah, I'm rocking with the Patriots. I don't see it happening. Now on the other side, this game, the Rams and Seahawks, oh my god.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
so excited for this game, dog. I think the last game, it had one of those moments where it's like, "Is this really how it ended?" You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
we said it, the Rams
Mhm.
is Sam Darnold's kryptonite. Granted, they won the game, but he didn't have his best showing still. They won last week big over the 49ers. It was I'm not trying to knock him, but they were banged up. But even so, you played the game you signed up to play, and he showed up, and they played a great game, and he performed well. But I think
Yeah.
the way
Yes,
that
sir.
game played out, I think the Rams got to come into this with the energy of, "Nah, fam, that last game was a fluke." Um,
Mhm.
and Charbonnet's out too, so now Kenneth Walker
Yep.
takes the bulk of their
Uh-huh.
load. He rushed for 100 last week. He ain't doing that against the Rams. He ain't doing that against the Rams. They was able to stop DeAndre
Goodness.
Swift and Kyle Monangai, so I think they'll be able to handle and keep Kenneth Walker contained. I like
Mhm.
I like how their secondary stepped up as it mattered most against Chicago. I mean, like they've been great all season long. Heck, even in this game, even in this game, right? Like Caleb Williams, he still was able to breathe life into that team and made a great play at the end of the game to Cole Komet. And out, bro, when he came, when Loveland went out, I said they finna throw the ball to Cole Komet. Why? Because he ain't been targeted. Ain't nobody expected it. I thought they was gonna sack him. It was gonna be game, and he tossed it up, and lo and behold, Cole Komet caught the ball. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Are you kidding me? So it was just one of
What
those.
that dang DB was doing, bruh.
Bro, I think he is looking for the ball, not the man. Because he literally
Mhm.
was touching him, and once he lost touch, he just stared up at the ball. He never tried to get back close to the tight end, and that's just what it was. And I mean, like, they
Yeah.
luckily they pulled it off. But I mean, yeah, I'm excited about this game. I think Matt Stafford, if in this game, he solidifies why he'll be the MVP this season.
Who finna win this game, bruh? I
I
have
think,
no
I
idea.
think, I think,
Oh my goodness.
and you got Devontae Adams back this time too.
I think whoever wins this game
Super Bowl
win
winner.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Both of these teams are more complete than I think than the Patriots and Broncos.
Which also it's a possibility of 2 Super Bowl rematches, right?
Yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
crazy. The Rams
Yeah.
versus the Patriots
Uh-huh.
possibly, and the Broncos and Seahawks, which would be crazy because both those I was still in the military at the time, and I I didn't even see how the Rams got to the Super Bowl, but Jared Goff lost to Tom Brady, so like you can't really fault him or knock him for that. But like I said, and I've said it since we started, I don't think Matt Stafford is letting the second ring slip through his hands. I think with Devontae Adams being back, I think with him having Puka Nakua, I think Puka's gonna go crazy at this game. They're not playing in the snow. They playing over there in Seattle, so it's gonna be loud. Yeah, it's gonna be physical. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough environment. But I think honestly that Puka's gonna have, is it offensive player of the year? I think he's gonna have like one of those type of games where it's like, yeah, I'm him. So I'm excited. I'm super excited about this matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too worried about home field advantage because they was giving them belt in the first half at the Seahawks Stadium, but
Yeah.
of course, unforeseen circumstances happened that game.
It happens, right?
But shoot, I don't dang, bro.
It is
I
what it
don't
is.
know, bruh.
It is what it
Yeah, I don't
is.
know who gonna win.
I'm
I'ma
again.
probably I'ma probably
I'm saying this coming out of it.
I'm just gonna pick the Seahawks.
Okay, it's coming out of the NFC regardless. Super Bowl is in the NFC this
Yeah.
year.
Uh-huh.
I don't think regardless if it's the Broncos or the Patriots, I don't think either of them gonna beat Matt Stafford. If it's the Seahawks, I don't think either of them have enough to beat them either. Right? The Seahawks
Mhm.
defense is crazy good. Obviously, the
Right.
both teams in the AFC's defenses are good too. But these NFC defenses, like the Seahawks are, they're compared to the Legion of Boom. They play with a different tenacity that it's almost similar to the Eagles defense when they won it. You know what I mean? Like how they ain't giving up much. That secondary is electric. They all bought in. They can hit, they can cover. If they get the momentum, it's them. The Rams
Mhm.
that if they're disciplined, because Jared Verse getting like pointless penalties late in the pass penalty he got against Caleb Williams, you got to be
Yeah.
smart right now because this is the play your best games right now. If you want to ring, all that excess stuff got to get cut out. Play your best games right now, and I think you saw it. Indiana played their best game. Miami had a few penalties. Indiana came out on top. That's just, you know what I
Mhm.
mean. So play a clean in your best game, and you gonna come home with a ring.
Yeah.
So
The games are this weekend.
are they just? Yeah, they should be this weekend.
Cool.
I'm excited. Don't go to sleep.
Bro, what? Oh, I ain't going to sleep. I ain't going to sleep for these. Not
Well,
for these.
I think they're both gonna be on the West Coast too, in Denver and in Seattle. So it's gonna be you know what I mean. It's gonna be a little later for whichever game has the night game. So yeah, but I don't.
So yeah,
It's gonna be a great game. It might be a
if the
snow game
Patri
in Denver. It might be a snow game.
yeah, if the Patriots win, then it'll be a rematch for either team. 'Cause they played both of these teams in
They
Super Bowl
did
before.
play both teams, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, and I think the Broncos. Well, of course, the Broncos played the
they
Seahawks.
yeah they lost to the Seahawks, but they beat y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like yeah,
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
biggie.
I don't think they played the Rams ever in the
No, no,
Super
no.
Bowl.
I don't. If they did, I wasn't alive. You know what I mean?
Me either. No cap.
But yeah. So I mean, yeah. So I'm rocking with the Rams still to the end. I got the Patriots coming out of that one. I'd like to see that rematch. I think Matt Stafford solidifies his Hall of Fame resume with a second ring. I think if he beats Seattle this week, he solidifies his MVP season. I think Puka has a crazy outing. He putting he putting BTA to everybody, right? He blocking, he catching,
He
running through
is.
people's faces. It's crazy. It's
He's doing what Cooper Cup did. Is the Super Bowl run.
Triple
He's doing
Crown.
the exact same thing.
Hmm. So I'm
Yeah,
excited.
except that.
No, yeah,
But
obviously, but
dang, what I was gonna say. Oh, I think Matt already solidified.
no. You're right. He is, but I'm saying like this is icing on the cake. Like
Oh, yeah,
he just
yeah.
made the best cake possible. Now he putting that ice in and
Super
decorating it.
super first ballot.
That
Yeah, yeah. Another. Well, dang, he ain't got MVP.
I don't know. I mean, possibly like
Nah, I don't think he do. I don't think he
because you
do.
can't get
Mm-mm.
one in the Detroit.
Nah, nah.
You ain't get one out there, but
Only way he could have had one was that Super Bowl season, but I think it was Lamar. If I'm not mistaken.
maybe. But so yeah. But now moving on. What we've been waiting for, what we've been hoping to get to, some film breakdowns, some player evaluation. Today we're just gonna focus on trying to get to the top 5 receivers in our opinion. The top 5 receivers listed were Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Leonard,
Yes, sir.
um, it was Zachariah Branch,
Carnell Tate.
Carnell Tate, and they had Denzel Boston. But we watched Denzel's film, and it wasn't all that. I like Deshaun Stribling more, so we put him in our top 5. And so we're gonna break down and
Mm-hmm.
just watch their film and talk about what we like and possibly what teams they would fit best. So which 5 teams did we have as like needing a receiver right now? Did you not write that down and pull it up?
Titans,
Titans, the Browns,
Browns,
the Raiders gonna need
uh,
one.
Raiders for sure.
Mhm.
But do they have another first round pick?
I believe so. I mean, they traded players away to get like picks, so we can pull it up.
Yeah, let me pull this mug up right quick for y'all, but well, actually for myself. All right, oos, oos. All right, of course, Titans,
Okay.
Browns, uh, Saints, maybe.
I mean, they traded away Rashid Shaheed, so they probably want another one to go with Chris Olave. So yeah,
Yeah, Who am I? I'm looking at them. Ravens.
they need a number. They need a receiver.
They need a one. They need a one bad. And the one. Kansas City. But they might.
They
They
gotta
might
just stop
get a
getting in
runner.
trouble, man. Because Rasheed Rice is their number 1 receiver. They need a running back. Because Pacheco ain't
She
it.
Rice might. Yeah.
The running
Yeah.
back they drafted this past season, he didn't really do too much. So they might go out to a running back. So
So I would say the Bills.
the Bills do need a number 1 receiver, but they didn't
Yeah.
want to trade
But they
for a number 1, and they wanted to hold on to it.
yeah.
The receivers that's
And
top
they also
5 is
picked
not.
26.
Yeah, they're not getting none of them top
Yeah.
5 receivers. So
Steelers.
the Steelers need a number
They
1
picked
receiver.
21.
It don't matter. They depending on, and I also I don't want to get distracted. I did want to say
Mm.
I seen that somebody said, believe it or not, they were doing one of the talk shows, and they were talking about possibly Malik Willis to the Dolphins instead of the Steelers.
I seen that.
That
I
could
seen
be
that.
crazy. But also like I don't. That's neither here nor there. The Steelers will go as needing a receiver.
Yeah. Okay, so our 5 is Titans,
Okay,
Browns,
Browns,
Saints,
Saints,
Steelers,
Steelers.
and did I say Ravens?
You did say Ravens.
Did say Ravens.
No, Bills. Bills.
Bills.
We can talk about the Bills. They might
Yeah.
grab somebody through the wire. So
They might. Denzel Boston.
maybe. All right. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna pull up some film from some. What's up?
Wait. Before we go over this, did you see what the GM and I think the owner said about what's my guy? We're just talking about the Bills receiver.
Keon Coleman.
Coleman, yes.
What'd they say?
They said they didn't want him.
Well, they
The
draft him.
coaches did.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
They
like,
ate him
my
up.
thing
They ate
about
him up
this,
once they drafted him and put him in the media and pushed it like he's their guy.
why he is still on the team. Why would you say that?
That's that's the biggest slap in the face, and I hope he goes somewhere within the division and comes
"Oh, I'm
back
gonna
and
leave.
puts it on them for sure. Like obviously
Please
it
let
didn't
me
work
go.
out. It didn't work out while I was with y'all, but I promise you when I play y'all, I will never lose to y'all again.
I'm going crazy. I'm going
Like
crazy."
send me to New
Like,
York. I'll go up there.
I
I'll go up the street real quick, but I bet you
bruh,
y'all gonna regret making that statement. You know what I mean? Like that's
Keon Coleman was dang near a second-round pick. He was pick 33.
that's a
He
sec
is a
that's a
second
I
round
said that's
pick.
a second round
Yeah,
pick. Yeah.
because I think we traded with them to get to 32 or something like that. I don't know what happened, but we traded with them.
That's
Oh,
That's a slap in
yeah,
the
I don't
face, man. I
yeah,
hate
I don't
like
like
that's just
that.
like with the owner of the Jets blaming Justin Fields. Like you brought him in, like you and your office brought him in. You know the organization is in disarray. You know this organization ain't been good, and you gonna put it all on this quarterback when nothing is good about
Right,
the team, and you traded away your
right.
best defensive players for draft picks. So obviously, the Jets gonna go draft somebody. They need a
And it's like,
quarterback, but
bro,
they might go get another receiver.
we seen people bounce back, like, from this is his second
Once they
year.
leave y'all, Sam Darnold.
Exactly, but this is also his second year. Like, we really finna do this right now? Like, nah, bruh. No, sir.
Who's that year?
No, sir.
Keon Coleman?
Keon Coleman,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. It is what it is. You know, they ain't the ones playing. They got the money so they can talk how they want to. But yeah, I want out. Like
Yeah, get me out of here,
I'm out.
please.
I'm out. I wouldn't even want to go to that organization as like if I'm in the market for getting traded. I understand it's cool playing with Josh Allen being like a playoff team, but nah, dog. Like you literally just said this about a person y'all drafted. Y'all fell in love with in the draft. Now he obviously he's
Right.
immature because he's a young receiver, but you handle that in house. You in front of the camera saying some stuff that you can't take back, and you
Mhm.
expect him to go out here and play and lay it all on the line for you. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I hope, if he does leave, which he probably will, I hope he goes to somewhere where they have a vet that could, of course, teach him the ways. Because I don't even think Brandon Cooks was probably the vet that he had, but it was. I mean, of course, it was way too late then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
don't even
came
think
late
he needs a vet. I think he needs a running mate. Cause look at George
a
Pickens.
running mate
Yeah, look at George Pickens. He didn't have
with CD Lamb.
yeah, like he
Yeah,
said like
yeah.
that he made the statement about when you think about the Cowboys, you think about Super Bowl, da da da. But what he was talking about, he said he didn't have this in Pittsburgh, and I think he was talking strictly about a running mate, somebody that around his age that he could resonate with, that is also like you know what I
Mhm.
mean in that room with him. In
Yeah,
Pittsburgh,
yeah.
Deontay Johnson wanted out. They didn't like it. It wasn't like he was there with he got there like what 2 years ago, 3 years ago. How long he been in the league?
4 or 5 years now. Yeah.
I said 2, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. But
Um,
you know what I mean? Like they traded him away when they got DK Metcalf in a situation where they could have been good in a room together. But he traded him away. And then he get to a room where, hey, he cold, I'm cold, and we got a quarterback that's gonna slang that thing to us. You know what I mean? Like it's one of them situations where it worked out. They didn't have a quarterback that was throwing the ball to the nature of feet and George Pickens. I watched him in college. Everybody that he was in school with pimped out. So like it's one of them situations. He hasn't had a running mate. And the first year he got a
yeah.
running mate, he's a top 5 receiver.
Mhm.
So yeah, I hope he gets a running
He
mate.
also got a competent quarterback too.
Yeah. He get a
Yeah.
running mate and a quarterback that's don't I mean he had a competent quarterback. Running demo
Ooh,
Josh Allen.
wait, I thought
We
we
talking
was
about
talking
Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, my
oh,
bad, my bad.
oh,
No,
okay.
no, no. Yeah, yeah. George Pickens got a competent quarterback once he got there.
Yeah, yeah,
Keon
yeah, yeah.
Coleman had a competent quarterback, but he don't have a
Yeah,
running
for
mate
sure.
or somebody that he can relate to more so in this like he's in a younger receiver that, you know what I mean? Like you want to have fun, but also somebody gonna be like, hey, nah, that ain't it. So it's just one of them situations
Mhm.
where it's like, it is what it is. He'll grow up, he'll have his chance.
Yeah,
And I guarantee you,
facts.
if I'm him, I'm making sure I'm not losing to them no matter who I play for whenever I come back to play Buffalo. I'm never losing to
Mhm.
them again.
Ever.
And I'm talking about I need 300 yards. Throw that. I'm catching it. Throw it,
I need 30 targets.
man.
Hey, give me all the targets.
And I mean, we knew
You ain't talking
he
me
wasn't no
crazy.
dang on top 5 receiver in his draft class anyway. But also, y'all
Right.
made that decision. He didn't say y'all come get me.
He like
It is what it
I'm
is.
all
It is
for
what
it.
it is.
Yeah, I'm all for
Let's get
it.
into this film. So we're gonna start with who first? Jordan Tyson?
Yeah. So we're gonna start with Jordan, Carnell, Malachi Lemon, Zach Branch, and
Makai, not
what I said
Malachi.
Malachi. I keep
Makai.
Malachi. I keep adding the dang L for I don't know why. Hey, shout out that boy Kato.
You adding
If
that
y'all know, you
L
know.
because he out in USC. You want that LA in him. That's crazy.
I just be thinking about my boy Kai.
I heard you.
And Dejan
Deshaun
Stratton.
Stribling.
Dejan
Deshaun
Stratton.
Stribling. Yeah, that boy nice.
Dejan.
Yeah.
Dejan Stratton.
You'll see why we like him. You'll see why we like him. Let's
Let
go.
me share this stream. All right. That and
Boom. Boom. Boom.
full screen is all right. All right, sound off. There's a little bit of Jordan Tyson going on. A little Jordan Tyson action.
So this receiver right here, I understand. You good, man. I understand why they got him as the number one receiver on the board. He's got nice size. His route running is slow. I ain't saying slow like speed. He lets the route develop. He's patient in his route running. He's, as you can see, good concentration. I think he's a big physical receiver. He's one of those guys that I think the comparison tape that we saw earlier, we talked about it. They compared him to Roddy White. I can see that comparison. That Roddy White, when he got to Atlanta, he was throw that thing, he going to get it. I think on this play right
Right.
here, man, I don't like how it's playing out. I don't like how this video is showing it, man. It's missing like the moments we need to see. Or mine's maybe missing it. Is it playing regular speed for you?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Don't mind me. Then. Right here, going that extra effort to get the touchdown, right? He makes big plays. His route running is nice, it's crisp. He lets it develop.
They show the drop on it.
He trying to let it hit right here, extend them arms. You're a big dog, you know what I mean? Like, go make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think obviously after a year in the league, that development, putting weight on him, he's gonna be a lot to handle. Coming like easily, could break away from some tackles. He's got good body control too. There's one of them he caught it going towards the sideline, kept his feet in bounds, got upfield and like started moving. So like having body control, being aware of where you at on the field and trying to get extra effort, I think that's gonna be big. I think a player like him would fit perfect with a not the Titans, but who would I say? Like, don't get me wrong. I'd love him to be in Tennessee, but I don't think they go get him considering we just drafted Eric Aliominor from Stanford. That's a big body receiver.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'5". That's a 6'4" guy, you know what I mean? So like we don't stack two tall receivers. We go get somebody that's sure hands, that's gonna take a lot of eyes off of like Cam get his assurance. Who we say our top 5 teams with receivers needed was?
So we said the Titans, the Browns,
The
Saints.
Stop.
Okay.
I think the Browns grab him, and regardless if it's Deshaun or Shador, I think he'll be a perfect target for either of them because you got him, you got Isaiah Bond, both good route runners. Isaiah Bond's a burner. You got him coming across the middle. I think it works out perfect. He sits in those holes in the defense, like right where you need it at, and he makes the catch. And it's what a quarterback needs. Somebody that's gonna make the catch and give me that. I bet I can breathe. That's what they call it layups, right? You want to make the layups. Let's hit this dink and dunk play, and let's just get the quarterback to feeling good about some completions. Get him started, making him feeling good, and then we'll see it where he catching the ball and that extra effort where he jumping over guys, diving in the end zone. I think that comes more. I think he comes to Cleveland, it'll be an exciting young team.
Yeah, I think good old Jordan boy here. I think he has all of the tools to be a number one receiver, especially because I'm pretty sure he'll be the X.
Not pretty
of course,
sure
with his
he's gonna
size and
be
his
an
height.
X.
He has real good routes for his size, good change of direction. Of course, catching in traffic. You will always want an X who can catch in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he is as a blocker, but you know, When you go top 5, you don't really care
You don't care
like
at
like
all. You
that.
get your
You
you get
want
your
him to
dog.
yeah, you want him to make plays catching the ball, not blocking somebody to the dirt for
I
the most
think
part. I mean, it's a plus, but
hear me out.
ain't
I think
ain't
Cleveland should make a play for him. The Cavs got his brother. You get him, you got both these boys in the city. It could be good energy in Cleveland. They could turn the city around for sure. What you got?
it's nah, I mean, only downside about him is probably durability issues
Being
because
tall
he's
alone.
no, he's been hurt. So, he hasn't played like every game. So a lot of people would
How many
look at
games did he
that as
miss
far as he missed a lot.
this season?
Maybe not this year. I mean, he missed a couple this year, but
I've seen
he missed he
guys.
missed some he missed some last year. Nah, I'm saying they'll look at stuff like that as far as having to going on visits for like medical stuff. So
Yeah,
they'll check and see, if he'll be durable.
I don't think that's gonna matter too much this year. Obviously, it matters all the time, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much this year because I'm just speaking from what I'm seeing. Jamal McCoy, our star corner, didn't play a game this year. He's still projected to be a number one corner off the draft, or like one of the top corners off the board this year.
Was he
So
hurt? What happened to him?
he missed every game. Got hurt at the end of the season, or got hurt preseason. Thought we were gonna be back. Didn't come back. Didn't play a single game. Played a single snap this season. They still project him to be a number one, a top, first round cornerback. So
What a knee?
yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Well, I got him probably still going to the Titans or the Browns, in my opinion. I don't it's when it's new people coming in, new you get a new OC, you get a new DC or a new head coach, I meant. So uh what's your guy name?
Cam?
The one who's already there? The one who's already there. Alick?
Alec
Alick?
Iomina.
Yeah, so he just might not be the OC's guy. So that's why I would still have the Titans still up there because it happened before.
Yeah, I think this is my thing, right? I think this is why I say I wouldn't. Everything he could do, Alec Iomina did as well. He come across the middle making those catches. He's a big body. He uses his length full body. We saw the one where it bounced off his shoulder trying to make a body catch when the DB hit him short of the first down stick. Um, Alec Iomina extends his arms to the fullest capabilities normally in his route plan. So I don't think you go get another long receiver when we got someone who's doing all of that. We just need someone who's a true number one to like give Cam that security blanket. Because if there's somebody catching all the time, it makes it a lot easier. We got this type of receiver already in our offense. It ain't no point of going getting a second time. Like he's literally an inch
So
shorter than
you
Elliott.
saying that do you believe your boy is the number one? I don't know how to say his
Elliott?
name, bro.
Oh,
Yes.
no, he's not. That's what I'm saying. We need a number one. So like, don't go get a guy that's dang near the same build as him to be the number one when we got that build. He's just not consistent enough. And they were rookies, so you can't really fault him to a T, you know what I mean? There's somebody else in this draft class who's a true number one receiver that's not the same build as the receiver that we already got on our roster. Like he's 6'4", Ellick 6'5". Ellick like he does, if the DB on his back, he doing this. He ain't letting it touch his chest, you know what I mean? He's letting it touch
hmm
his chest. We don't need that a
He's
second
six
time.
two, by the way.
Which one was 6'5" or 6'4"? I might be thinking of
That was Denzel.
okay. My bad.
Yeah. Nah, you good.
But them,
All right, next guy,
yeah,
Carnell.
Cornell Tate.
Let me go. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of like, the body catching, this ball you man. So this
hmm
ball you man, just make sure he can't get to the ball.
I think last thing, I don't necessarily think he's a body catcher.
I don't think he is. I'm
From
just saying we just saw that. I don't want to take a chance on what if that is the tendency he develops once he gets to the league.
hmm from the full games I seen him play, he
Okay.
wasn't necessarily a body catcher though.
Okay.
I just think that's what he put up on you. All right, so Carnell.
Here at the bottom of the screen. Well, off coverage, he ain't doing all that fancy stuff. He gets in his route, he gets out his route. Fighting through tackles, still trying to get extra yardage.
Go get it.
Good
You know what I'm
ball
talking about.
tracing, good ball tracking. I said tracing. Does. Oh, that DB had his eyes in the backfield anyway.
Good catch. Real good catch.
Yeah. And I like him anyway. Just watching him this season, like he's a for sure. He got solid hands. And Ohio State puts out receivers that's going. If they throw it, they gonna catch it. So the idea of
Right.
getting him, he's been in a room with JSN, with Mecca Buka. They all, I don't know. They got that is that class of receivers right there. That getaway speed. I think I'll let another clip play.
Yeah, we can be loud one.
Boom, off a screen. Get off me, boy. It's all right. It's all right.
So, they just said Jordan Pickens. Oh, okay. All right, but with Carnell, if y'all didn't see, for my fellow receivers, matter of fact, let me go and go back. Let me go and go back because there is a clip. I don't know. This ain't the clip. This might be it right here. Yeah, this is the clip right here.
Come back to the
All right, when
ball.
we at the top of the route right here, that's y'all want to use y'all hands. I don't know if y'all seen it, but when a DB tried to jam him, he swiped him down. You always, as a receiver, you always want to use your hands. It's as far as like when you making contact with your guys, we swim moving or not swim move, but we swiping down, breaking through the contact, and that's how it gave him so much. The DB not playing, he playing his own, but that's how it gave him so much separation. As far as, oof, oh my gosh, man, use your hands is what I'm saying. Use your hands.
We were taught that the referee looks at the release point on the route and he looks at the catch point on the route, right? So when you're running that route, obviously don't be pushing off and being overly exaggerative when you do certain things. But they're not watching when you're running a route, essentially. They're just watching to make sure there's no defensive holding. They're watching at the catch point to make sure there's no pass interference. And they're watching as you release off the line to make sure there's no, like, again, holding when you come off the line. So when you're running, when they try to touch you, hey, that's why you do drills for hand fighting. You keep their hands off of you. You do what you got to.
Mm-hmm.
You a receiver anyway. You don't like being touched, baby. Don't nobody supposed to jam you. Get in, get out, get your business done. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. Get them
And
hands
when
off
you
of you.
come back to the ball, you have to attack the ball. Hands up, look it in, curl it in, get up out of there. And that's just all it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I think he's also a vertical threat too.
He
So
is. He is.
that will
I think that
that'll most definitely
I
help
think
whatever quarterback he get.
Yeah, I think if he comes to Tennessee, that replaces that Calvin Ridley because that Calvin Ridley's our deep threat. But he ain't panning out the way we wanted it to. We are taking a receiver, hopefully first pick instead of going edge rush. And this receiver, I feel like fits what Cam needs the most. Somebody that can take the top off, which allows for if we do elevate Strepo to the normal 53-man roster, he can sit in the middle of the field, get lost. Elliott can attack the middle of the field. You know what I mean? Our tight ends, they had a great output. And we still got Kimray DK, who he can run some nice routes too. So I think it'll be good complimentary if he's our X. You got Alec Io Minor at the Z, or if you got DK at the Z, you know what I mean? Or DK at the slot with Io Minor at the Z. That's a good receiver group that could, like, Cam could relax and, like, work some stuff out. So I think I like him for us. I think he could also go to Cleveland depending on how they look at what picks they take, who they want to go with. I doubt I mean, I can see the Saints trying to grab him and then putting him with Chris Olave and he back with one of his running mates, you know what I mean? But I think I hope we grab him.
Yeah, I don't
I hope we grab him.
um I don't think he's not making it past Cleveland.
No, for sure not.
So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that out for the Saints. Yeah, he not making it past Cleveland. They need a vertical, pretty tall guy who could, of course, do everything that
I
he
think
said.
I
George
think
Pickens
Cleveland
was his comp. I don't believe
that's
that.
I don't know. I don't know. Whoever
But that's everything that whoever the quarterback at Cleveland need. Of course they got what's the my boy from Texas.
Isaiah Bond.
Uh yeah. He's a slot, I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He's a real good slot,
But
but
having
he's
having
not the,
2 guys like that, like Isaiah Bond's a good, route runner. He can be explosive. I'm not saying he is.
Carnell Tate's also an X.
Yeah. So, like, having I mean, I didn't say he wasn't. That's what I said, have him at the X. So that situation of, like, if you put him and Isaiah Bond together, that would be a crazy pairing. That'd be a, "Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
bombs away all game if they wanted to," but
Yeah,
not
2
saying that's
young
what.
guys too.
Yeah, so I like that. Um, I hope we take him. I hope we take him because I think Cleveland will go get a receiver that first pick, and then that second first round pick, they get a lineman. So, we'll
Mhm.
see.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Next one, Malachi Lemon.
Makai, man. You gonna make me fight you.
Makai Lemon.
Stop disrespecting him. This boy
It's
nice.
not disrespect.
It is. You ain't saying the name right. Put
It's
respect on
not.
it. If you
It's
ain't
on
put
accident.
if you ain't putting respect on it, you disrespecting. You know what I mean?
If it's disrespect, I'm doing it on purpose. It's on accident. Makai, I apologize.
Nah, this kid, he's nice. I watched him against
I don't want to see no trick play.
don't do that. You gotta be patient. That's discipline.
Man, it's a trick play, bruh. Ain't
Trick
nobody can draft out trick plays. No, bro, I'm not
You're
hearing
right.
it.
You're right.
Whatever you say,
They're
no.
not getting drafted
No,
out. They're
sir.
not getting drafted out trick plays. But the thing about it is it shows patience to let a play develop, right? Because some people they ain't selling it enough. And for the play action game, you need your receivers to be able to sell it because it's just getting behind the defense so you can make something happen.
I'm gonna tell you 10 times out
That's
of
not
10
the play
times,
that
ain't nobody
sold
looking
him.
at no trick play.
That's not the play
I'm
that
just saying, ain't
sold him
nobody
though.
looking.
You knocking him.
I'm not hearing your explanation about no trick play though.
Why not?
You said a whole lot of nothing.
Wait. I just said Jordan Tyson from Arizona State. He lets the play develop. He's patient in his route running. That's literally the same thing with a trick play. He's patient in his
I'm not
route running. He
hearing
letting the
that,
play
bro.
develop.
We need to see a real play.
And you gonna
I'm
see
not
that.
finna no.
Hold on, you knocking him
Yeah,
for
I'm
one
cool with
play?
that.
You knocking him for one
I'm
play?
not knocking him. I'm just saying no. I'm knocking whoever put this on the film.
That's hate. You got to see
It's
everything.
not hate,
What are we get?
bro.
Do
No,
we look
that's
at?
not no. What, bro? We're not looking at no trick. We're not looking at no trick play, fam.
I hear
Ain't no
you,
NFL
but
scout looking at that. I'm telling you this. I'm telling
I
you
hear
this.
you.
They're not looking at no trick play
And that's
for
fine.
patience.
That's fine.
That us.
Yo, man. Look, all I'm saying is they will evaluate everything. They evaluate your bad plays when you take plays off. They're gonna evaluate what you do on trick plays too. So don't knock it. You can't sit here and say, "Oh, you ain't look." Now I can't knock who put this together, but
They're not evaluating that.
all right, Mister, I know everything.
I ain't say I know everything. I know that though.
With your damn college degrees. Good high point the ball.
Only got one.
He high points the ball. He's physical. He ain't letting them take the ball. I like this play a lot. He's a contested catch receiver.
Give me that.
He said, I'm big dog. And the crazy thing is, he made that catch twice. The same route, same catch twice that game. I don't.
Make a mid.
I think. I don't think you're fast. That's the only thing I gotta say. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
There's better plays.
There are better plays,
put.
obviously, but I think they try. I don't know. I don't know how they put this highlight reel together to try to showcase everything because you don't really see the releases off the line. You see the contested catch. You see the route running. You see him sitting in like the pockets to like end zone coverages to show like he can get open. But yeah, it's way better plays that he had that they could have used in the evaluation. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So from what I've seen from him, not with this clip, not with this video, his routes, I think from the top 5, I think he has the best routes. But
I don't know.
He of course he's no, he most definitely does. Well,
you think his route running better than Carnell Tate?
Opinion, yes.
Mm.
Yes. But I don't think he's a better vertical threat than Carnell Tate.
No, I ain't say that. I just said route running. It makes sense.
I'm just saying if that makes sense to you.
It does. I think because my thing is, I watched him break down JSN running he sold a corner route, but he went back upfield to be quarters, right? And it's one of those where it's a how can you get players to bite in order to beat them deep? So I can see why you say he's not he's not a better deep route runner or a deep threat, but yeah, you might be right. I don't know. If you think his route running is better, then I ain't gonna knock it.
Yeah, Lemon route running is I think is elite. I think that's what's gonna of course make him excel in the NFL is route running because, of course, everyone needs a route runner. Uh, he's pretty quick when it comes to the routes. Dang, bro, I just wish they showed better plays. But
But it's fine. We can do them.
it's okay.
We can go back to it later and get more in depth and
Yeah,
break down this route runner.
I think a team, of course, that needs a slot because I don't think he could play a little outside, but he's not gonna be your primary outside guy. I think if you really need a slot, then that would be your guy. I think is
I mean, if anybody makes a
what team?
move, like if someone wants to make a move, you mentioned the Ravens need somebody. We said the Steelers need somebody. If they make moves,
Yeah.
I think he could go to the AFC North for sure to be one of those teams. But
I
I don't
don't
know
think
flat out where he'd go.
I wouldn't necessarily pick him for going to the Ravens
Maybe the
because they got
Cardinals.
Zay Flowers. Maybe
They got Marvin
that would be
Harrison on the
pretty. Yeah, that'd
outside.
be
You got Trey
smooth. That'd be
McBride. You get
smooth.
him, and that'd be a good matchup.
Yeah, that would be smooth. I don't know what pick they got, but
He
I
ain't one of the
think
top three. I mean, he's one of the top three in it, but like he ain't one of the
yeah, but
it's
right.
Jordan Tyson,
Yeah,
Carnell Tate,
uh-huh.
and then yeah, okay, yeah. He could be the top third, yeah.
It's
No,
it's
I think
really those
Zachariah
two who
Branch.
will go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh yeah, but if you really need that slot guy
Yeah.
who can, of course, because he'll be real big on third down as well.
Mm-hmm.
As far because he can beat man.
That's Keenan Allen's specialty.
I like that Cardinals. I like that Cardinals pick.
Yeah.
I really do. Cause I think the slot they got now is Greg Dortch, and I like Lemon over him.
Yeah. Okay. So now we got Zachariah Branch. I think you said Zacchaeus Branch. Zachariah.
Zachariah.
His brother named Zacchaeus or something like that. I don't want to say the
I think
wrong
he at Georgia
person.
too.
Yeah. They both went to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving USC. I mean, I watched him all season long. He's got good speed,
Yeah.
breakaway speed. He's
Mm-hmm.
disciplined in his route running. His hands, I didn't really see him drop too many of them.
That's a
Yeah, he
good
don't
play.
let him get hands on him as he's coming off the line against that nickel right here. Sold it going inside, got back outside to get straight up field. This play right here had me so livid. Boy, if y'all don't get over there and get
Let's do it.
outside,
Huss,
he
huss,
said, I'm
huss,
out of
huss,
here.
huss, huss, huss.
Boy, I was livid. I said, boy, I can't believe they just let him do that. I think he's electrifying. I think he's everything you need in a receiver when it comes to like he he's strong, he's smart, again, good route running, he's explosive, good hands. I don't know if I saw too many contested catches though, but everybody's not a contested catch receiver. But like even in that alone, like
Especially when you
fake
open.
one way, get out, go the opposite direction. Like he's able to make space and yeah, he capitalizes on blocks too. He reads the field good.
Huss, come on, make a mid.
Get off me, boy.
Come here, boy. Come here, boy. We breaking ankles right here.
Boy, I ain't trying to hear that. You ain't the only one. You can't get
Huss,
hyped about this. Ain't this
huss.
North Texas?
I can't.
Come on, man. And that was the one to win it. Put him back in the game. Yeah, that was to put him back in the game. That had me. Man, I said, come on, man. I ain't never been so mad watching a game. Oh, there we go right there. Contested catch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wish he'd extended them arms, but obviously the DB might try to get his hands in it.
I thought he broke that. Oh my goodness.
All right, now you sitting here and watching a little too much of him. We stopped
My
at
fault. My
45
fault.
seconds for everybody else. Dang. He said,
Well,
I'm a
honestly,
fan.
I think he had the most. I think he had the most
His film was
snaps on him for real.
yeah, his film was the
The
most
longest.
telling. His film was the
Yeah.
most telling. You can see it in everything that he did. I like him. I think yeah, the Browns wouldn't be wrong in taking him. The Titans wouldn't be wrong in taking him. If he ain't one of the first three, if he ain't one of the top three receivers coming off, he could end up falling to New Orleans. He could end up going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I don't think I
If
say
he
going
if
to
he
New
if he's
Orleans.
on the board late in the draft, I can see the Bills making a play for him, but I don't because he's essentially a faster Shakir, whatever. So
Yeah,
yeah, I don't,
he does exactly what Shakir does anyway.
yeah, so I don't know about them.
I want him so bad,
The
bro.
Panthers? You don't need him. Y'all got
Yes.
Jalen Coker.
Jalen Coker isn't he's not like a screen guy. We need like a mm-mm.
How many teams
Nah,
actually?
Coker
How many
Coker.
teams actually just run screens like that in the NFL though?
That's true, but we also need a guy who could like take essentially a
M-
3 to 4 yard
and make it
route.
make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't I don't think we have a guy like that. And plus, like you said with Coker, I mean, Coker get and T Mac.
Yeah,
Those
I
guys are
think you
those
can't.
guys are 6'3", 6'4" plus.
Yeah.
I want one of these quicksters
Okay.
right here. We don't have a quickster on our team.
Okay. I heard that. I heard that. Yeah, I mean, he got the package. He's got the whole package. His footwork look nice. I think his releases are efficient. They work. He's smart. He gonna make a play on the ball if you give him a chance. I think a quarterback would love him as that security blanket. Yeah, I don't think any team to
Mhm.
draft him would be wrong. And then
Yeah.
lastly, I My number my top 5 and my favorite receiver in this draft class so far has been Deshaun Striver from Ole Miss. I said it going into the Miami game, he's the best, contested catch or not going into it at the end of the game. We were talking about how they said he couldn't make it didn't look like a catchable ball. He's the best contested catch receiver on the team. He's A.J. Brown 2.0 in my eyes. He get the ball in his hand, he can make contact run through contact. He's gonna get upfield. He snaps his routes off nice. He's fast. He's explosive. He breaks tackles. He makes contested catches.
He taking that to the house.
Man, and it ain't even just that way. There's a few of them where he's just running screen. His route running is look at this right here, middle of the field. Got loose. I think yeah, I think he can be another version of AJ Brown in the league. I like the way he plays the game, dog.
Swipe. Yeah,
Cooked him
he's one of those receivers who
right
could
here.
be one of those 70-30 guys when it comes to
Off the line.
50-50
Good foot
balls.
fire. Ball to the sideline. He tracked it well. Got his feet down.
Yeah. He
Boom.
snatched
And
that
that's an
ball away
NFL
too.
catch. He got 2 feet in. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Right here. He catches the ball, sees green grass. Get off of me. I'm a grown man.
Come on now.
Hey,
Come on now.
if it was 2 more yards to that sideline, he would have been out. Right here. Good contested catch. Good. Look, I'm like
Oh
Buddy
my
in the end
goodness.
zone. I'm like, you know what I mean? Look, foot
Oh my
down.
goodness.
Like he's aware of where he's at on the field. Good body control. Right here, get off me. You too slow. Got straight past him. Made a good sideline catch. Like I felt like he should have been used more. And that's saying a lot considering he had 82 catches on the season. He should have had more. Throw it to him. He gonna make you right. Come across. Look, boom.
Yeah.
You too little. Boom. Just makes contact. I think this play, three DB or 3 defensive players on him. Oh no, that ain't the one. He makes contact with 3 of the defenders and tries to get through the tackle. You started over? Oh, I'm about to say. That's crazy. Look,
Nah, he got a lot of highlights on Georgia.
right here. He runs a good slant route. He makes the other receiver right by not running him into running the defender into him per se.
That boy strong
He's
too.
strong when the ball's in his hands. Let's see where he at down at the bottom of the screen. He
That
comes
boy is
back he attacks the
strong.
ball.
That boy is
He
strong.
attacks the
What?
ball. I think,
Country
ooh, look at
strong.
this right here. And I know this is a smaller team, obviously, but too little.
Hold
That's
on now.
YSU. That's YSU. There ain't no smaller team. That's a Pac-12 team. Pac-2.
um,
I like him.
I like him.
I think he's way better than Denzel Boston. That's why I don't understand how they put him as the top 5 receiver.
I don't even if he goes first round, then
I
he
don't think
goes
he
first
I don't think he
round.
goes first round.
I
Like,
don't either, but
but
I think
I
he gonna be
hope,
one of them guys.
yeah, I hope like for some way we as a Titans fan, I hope we make some moves where we trade to get another draft pick earlier in it. Like obviously we got the fourth pick in the first round, the third pick in the second round. I hope we make a move to get another second round draft pick and go get him. Like our second
Y'all
round
ain't
pick.
getting him.
Why not?
'Cause y'all already got somebody like that, bro.
Who we got?
I don't know how to say your name, bro.
He's
I've been
not him.
struggling saying that.
He's not him. I'll be complete. Alec Ayominer is not him. Okay.
Well, Alec is also an X though, and
He
you not finna draft Carnell or Tyson and get another X on top of that.
I mean, I hear that. I think if we don't get Carnell or Jordan Tyson, go get him. I
Well, yeah, and yeah, in that instance, that make a lot of sense,
yeah. But
and I agree with
I
that.
like him though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, this guy, he's solid. His route running is crisp. He's patient. He lets it develop. He makes the contested catch. He's got strong hands. Um, I've seen him block. He puts muscle to muscle and he runs his feet. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
mm-hmm,
it's one of those things where I'm excited about the receiving group in this draft class. Everything else is it's receivers, it's edge rushers, and linemen in this draft class. I don't think it's gonna be too much pop in those other special skills groups. I don't think there's gonna be too much pop in the linebacker room, really, like edge rush, honestly. I
mm,
don't really know. Corners will have a good draft class this year. Um, yeah, but receivers is what's gonna be at this year for sure. Quarterbacks need
yeah.
receivers, so I'm excited about this draft class. I honestly can see New York grabbing him. Why?
I think it's real top heavy.
This is why I'm saying it.
Well, I think it's deep, not top heavy, but deep.
Yeah, for sure. I think him playing with Jackson Dart last year, he already got Malik Neighbors this year. I think Jackson Dart is a bug. He's like, hey, go get me this receiver, and they'll do it because you want to win. Wandale Moore is nice, but Wandale Moore ain't Deshaun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jalen Hyatt
one
ain't
day was
really
also a
did
slot.
much. Jalen Hyatt ain't did much this season. You go get
He stinks.
him, huh?
He stinks.
I don't think he stink. I think he ain't in a system that works for him in the league because
He
he
stinks.
can leave and go somewhere else and be better. So I don't know, but I'm also
He ain't doing that.
biased. He played at Tennessee, had a good year, so you know what I mean.
No, bro. Hey, he woo woo, bro.
I said I'm biased. He played at Tennessee, but his time in New York ain't really been it. So we'll see. But you know what I
I
mean.
forgot he went to Tennessee.
Hey, and he will cook him. Granted, we
He need
ain't
to
do
go
nothing
back.
against y'all, but he cooked everybody else. So
It was raining.
we played y'all.
Yeah, I went to that game. Yeah,
It is what it
I
is.
ain't gonna do him like that.
Yeah, we played y'all at Georgia that year too. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Great
Yeah.
atmosphere.
But I mean, yeah, so that's just it for our top 5 receivers on the board right now. We're gonna continue to try to work through the receiving group and obviously evaluate all of the receivers in the draft class as it comes. The next 5 will try to be more detailed about how we're watching, looking for like the releases off the line, how they play against press coverage versus how they play against soft coverage, how they win routes against man coverage versus how do they find those holes in cover 2 or cover 3, you know what I mean? So like it's been like this is an exciting draft class. We'll work our way through the whole class, obviously running backs, linemen, D linemen, linebackers as well. But yeah, man, this is I don't know. I don't even know who they compare him to. Can you like let it slide?
Let's check.
Yeah.
Don't say.
He attacks the ball for sure. You sure?
It don't say.
Okay.
No.
I mean, it usually pops up at the end of the highlight tape. So, like, if you want to just
But this also isn't the 2-minute one either.
okay, that's why then.
Yeah.
No big.
Mm.
Well, you can just get off that. But
Oh,
yeah,
well, it's now.
man, this has been another episode of the Crown School Podcast. You know, we enjoyed just looking at the film, talking about these guys. We got a great young crop of receivers coming in. We're gonna obviously have look at more of the class and see what else we like, see who will be good fits. I think did we just say where he would be a good fit? I said I want him, but do we say where we think he'd be
No, we
best
did
fit?
not.
I think
Mm,
You know?
nah, Saints already got some guy like that.
Depending on Baltimore,
I was gonna say,
let Lamar have him.
yeah,
That'd be a crazy him, Zay, got another year with Derrick Henry, got another Mark
yeah, they need a
Andrews,
true
Isaiah
X.
Likely League. Yeah, he fit nice in with Baltimore.
He do.
I think he fit nice with
I think he fit nice with the Bills too.
he could. I think he fit nice with 49ers considering what's his name? Not Persall, but
Jennings,
no, not Juwan Jennings.
Ayuk,
Brandon Ayuk hasn't played and he wants out. I think letting Brandon Ayuk out the door, go get him. That'd be a good fit because you got Ricky Pearsall, you have him, and you got Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings is a great contested catch receiver. Ricky Pearsall finds nice little spots in zone defenses. You get a receiver like that who's going to play physical ball. I think that's what you need to like give Brock Purdy that extra security blanket and somebody that would want to be there. Situation where you know what I mean. I think he fit well with the 49ers.
mhm,
I wouldn't even
man,
oppose
that
the Browns going to get him later. Got mo
I wouldn't
You know
either.
what I mean? Like, if they wouldn't got him as their first pick of the second round, they go get a true number one first. You go get a lineman with that second pick, and then you go and get another receiver in the second round to start that round as well, and you go get
Yeah,
him.
that'll be smooth.
Yeah, that I can see the Browns being not in the playoffs next season, but in a couple years, they'd be back in playoff contention for sure, with the right
Yeah.
coach, obviously.
Mhm.
Man.
So,
But this has been the Cram School Podcast. I'm your host, Kel.
it's your boy Johnny Boy.
Man, I want y'all to continue to follow us and rock with us. Like, comment, subscribe. We take all the feedback we can get, and we'll look for any ways to get better. So, peace and love, and y'all be safe.
How y'all boy?